Good afternoon, students. So our session, which is Intermediate Accounting 3, all about financial statements. The objectives of our lessons will be to define financial statements, enumerate and describe the uh, components of a complete set of financial statements. Need also to explain the purposes of financial statements. Number 4, objectives. These are to be learned in the course of our introduction of the topics. We have to identify and explain the general features of financial statements, how they are applied in the preparation and presentation of the so-called FS financial statements. Okay, we need also to have the ability to explain the structure of FS, our financial statements, and how they are identified. Okay, so when we say FS, that is referring, or we term it as financial statements. Okay, they refer to the structured representation of an entity's financial position and results of its operation. That is in accordance with our PAS, Philippine Accounting Standard 1.9. Okay, so everybody having this lesson will be aware when you have the term FS. So that is already how the financial position, what is the result of the business operations therein. Because all of this are contained, uh, well uh, stated in financial statements. Okay, so there are general purposes of our FS. As I have given, those are of course very helpful to everyone who will be in need, not only within the company, but there are also external users of our FS. Okay? They are those statements intended to meet the needs of users who are not in a position to require an entity to prepare reports tailored to their particular information needs. Under it is in accordance with our Philippine Accounting Standards 1.7. So this is the main aspect of our FS. They are, of course, to provide this financial information to these users who don't have the authority to, say, order the preparation of one. But since they are in need, they can be provided with those financial informations coming from our financial statements. Okay? So, to your simple view, as accounting students, users, as we have been saying plenty of times, users, okay? They can be within the company and outside the company. Okay? Meaning the management, the owner of a certain business establishment will be very much interested to know what is the position, what is the condition of the business operations. Okay? Same thing that there are a lot of persons outside, people who will be in need of this FS. Siyempre, we have also the government agencies who will be very much interested, the banking institutions in case you are as additional investment in your business, for example, in the near future, you need also to present our financial statements, okay? So those are objectives of financial statements which can be classified into two. We have the so-called primary objective and the other one is classified as secondary. We need to provide information about the financial position, financial performance, and cash flows of an entity that is useful to a wide range of users in making economic decisions. And this is what I am saying a while ago. When you are trying to make some future investments, for example, that you'd like to have you are interested, you are aspiring for in the near future, yes, those are considered as economic decisions where can only be located. Sino ang magpo-provide? Definitely, informations coming from our FS, the so-called financial statements. Okay? So that is the very main objective, meaning considering all the FS, the very basic of which are balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statements, they are all indicating, one, the financial position, the condition, is it generating profit or incurring losses? What happened? What took place as the result of the business operation? And then here comes our cash flow statements, wherein you need to be very, very well informed of these three activities: investing, operating activities, and financing activities. The cash in, the receipts of all the cash, as well as the cash disbursements, those cash, outgoing of cash within a certain business establishment are all taken up and presented, shown in a cash flow statements. Again, will be very, very relevant to making economic decisions. Right? You can just imagine without this financial statement, you'll be at a loss. What will be my decision regarding this investment, forex? Secondary objective, to show the results of management stewardship over the entity's resources. One way of saying that, another objective, another purpose of having our financial statements, because this is again indicative of how the management is going on. Do they manage the control of your assets, liabilities, and equity as well in the course of the business operation within an accounting period, for example, right? So it can be how are the resources maximum utilization to the point that they will be generating profit out of these resources. So all of these things will be reflected on our financial statements, and kaya management stewardship, wherein you can already assess that the management is doing so well in terms of how they can control the resources of their business. Okay, so that is all coming from your financial statements. Another way of saying that it is really a need, a necessity to have your financial statements, whether it is for primary objective or secondary objective. Is that it? Meaning to say, at the end of the accounting period, you can easily detect or you can easily pinpoint what happened. It can be provided, presented through financial ratios, or in the relationship of one. Say, for example, the relationship of your total assets over your total liabilities, current assets over your net current liabilities, is the total sales over your total assets. So all of these things are well emphasized and can be what can be seen, can be presented from the figures that will be appearing in our financial statements. And there comes with these financial ratios, they can easily pinpoint which particular assets are to be considered as fast moving, slow moving assets. So there will come a point that they will have to come up with some decisions. Do they need to sell it out because non-moving for, say, for example, a year, 2 years? So there will be a decision on it because it was presented on our financial ratios coming from the finance are the very important things to be remembered from our financial statements. Okay? There are also lot of things in terms of components of financial statements. We have the so-called statement of, say, financial position, which is to be reflected in your balance sheet. We call it BS, Sanet. That is having your, presenting your A, L, C, assets, liabilities, and capital as well. Okay, to meet this objective, financial statements provide information about the following. Take note. So when we are talking of FS, there is no reason why you cannot have also the different important terminologies that can be seen in our FS. Number one is, of course, your assets, your liabilities, assets, is everybody's common knowledge, things of value, what? Cash equivalents, properties owned by the business, which are, of course, being used as resources for future economic decisions. Okay? Liabilities, of course, representing all the obligations, payables, okay, of a certain business entity, a certain business enterprise or firm. Okay? When you say equity, this will be representing the capital section of your balance sheet, wherein how much is being invested. At the start of the business, may tinatawag tayong initial investment. In the course of the operations, here is the owner who would like to have some more additional investments. See? And of course, at the end of the accounting period, there will already be, excuse me, some result. Is it profit or loss? If it is a profit, it will be added to the equity of the business. If it is a net loss, then that can be deducted. Nababawasan yung kanila equity because of the, say, losses incurred within the accounting period. Okay? Income and expenses, including gains and losses. So when we are talking of income, as I've said, plenty of sources of income. So that if it is a, say, service activity, that will be coming from the different service fees, professional fees, in case of, for example, educational institutions, siyempre, ang mga guro will be having professional fees. Okay? Mga lawyers, siyempre, they have their legal fees. Mga doctors of medicine, of course, they have this medical fees. So professional fees for services rendered. And then from a merchandising firm, definitely we have those, okay? And that is also true with manufacturing, because after the processing of these raw materials into finished products, then the very source of their income again is selling of their finished products. Okay, so expenses are also part of it. Expenses can be considered, classified, categorized as what? Administrative expenses, selling expenses, so operating expenses, and so on and so forth. So these are all expenses incurred needed to generate profit, primarily aiming to have profit. Isn't it? The very main purpose of any businessman entering into business is for profit. Okay? But we cannot set aside the fact that there are still, siyempre, there are situations, uncontrollable reasons, factors, merong nagkakaroon ng incurring losses. And that's quite a normal phenomena in a business establishment. Okay? Gains or losses. Contributions by and distributions to owners in their capacity as owners. Okay? So this is more of what are the capital investment coming from the owner. Capital investments, is it in form of cash that can also possibly be coming from contributions by the owners if it is a partnership. There are a lot of instances you don't have the cash, but you can be considered as part of the owners because you'll be admitted as one of the partners If you are an industrial partner, for example, classified as industrial partner, even if you don't have the cash, you don't have the property to be contributed for you to be admitted as partner, but because of your, say for example, expertise, isa kang lawyer, isa kang accountant, so those services can be rendered and you can be considered as industrial partner. You can also be part, contribution of which are their services, not in cash, not in property, but can be considered part of their business owners as partnership in the case of our partnership. But in a partnership, having them all, as I have mentioned, it should be well stipulated in an articles of partnership. Same is with a corporation. They need not have any arguments in terms of cash, or rather profit. This ever there are profits generated, profits distribution will be based on what has been stipulated or specified on the articles of partnership. Say for example, in a corporation, this is also true with a partnership. Ano yung contributed amount mo? So are you considered, say for example, limited partner or unlimited partner? Same is with our corporation, yung mga stockholders natin. So kanya-kanya rin yung kind of contributions. Okay? So, in terms of the distributions of these profits as had been given, distributions to owners, it depends again whether agreed. The agreement which was in written, sabi naka black and white yan. And these are all indicated, specified, no arguments whatsoever in terms of the distributions because they are all contained and well presented in an articles of partnership. Same is with corporation. Nakalagay yun. Anong klase kang ano? Are you a common stockholder? Are you a preferred stockholder? Things like that. So this is the rate of profits in terms of profit sharing. Okay. So with the losses. And it. Yon. And then, next is the this is very indicative of what are the cash received and what are the cash disbursed within the course of the business operation. Wherein, nakikita natin under your operating activities, ano-ano yung mga pinagbibili, or yes, and that will be source of your cash out, cash disbursements because of the purchases of these things that will be used in the operations of the business. And counterpart of it rather are of course those cash out or cash disbursements. You have paid these things because we need this salaries expense, for example, rent expense, o yan, part and parcel of our cash disbursements. So that's the very nature, though we have it said, as I have said, are well in detail dyan pagka nandun sa ating cash flow. Okay. But the main thing is, it is tantamount to saying that we are exposed to ano yung mga cash receipts, ano naman yung mga cash out of the company. Okay? So there are complete set of financial statements. Number one, statement of financial position. Siyempre sa BS natin yan. We're in position of ALC. Income statement wherein the revenues and expenses are presented. We have also the two kinds of form of income statement presentation. It can be single step form, and the other one is multiple step form, which is normally being presented, being used if you are dealing with merchandising firms. Normally being used also to identify IS pa rin yun. Statement of changes in equity. So what took place within this certain or particular accounting period? Is it a profit? So it can be shown in our changes in equity wherein the initial capital investment plus the additional within that accounting period is this much. But there must be changes in terms of, is it profit or losses? So that is your statement of changes in equity. Statement of cash flows, as I have mentioned, this will be, of course, having the detailed presentations of all the incoming and outgoing cash within a certain business entity. Notes comprising a summary of significant accounting policies and other explanatory information. In the course of preparing our FS, we need to adhere and be guided by the accounting policies, as well as accounting principles and accounting standards. Kaya meron tayong tinatawag na PICPA, AICPA, we have also the AAS, and so with the generally accepted accounting principles, guided yun in the preparation of they are our guidelines in the preparation of our FS. Okay, when you say statement of financial position, the financial position comprises, of course, none other than ALC. Okay? At a particular moment in time. When you say particular moment in time, it will be your accounting period or periodical interval. Periodic interval. Say, for example, you are required to prepare your financial position related to what? BS, di ba? Financial condition is more of your IS. That is already, those are keywords to remember for you not to be confused. That's it. Financial position, it's to my BS. Financial condition is more of our IS. Our IS or what? You call it also comprehensive source of income. Okay, financial position pertains to the liquidity, solvency, and the need of the entity for additional financing. So we have the very term liquidity, solvency, and profitability. Okay, so those are indicative of, is the business going on well in terms of how they will settle their current obligations. And for that, we'll have solvency. But the other way around, if you have insolvency, that means another thing. Sort of sometimes can be considered as with bankruptcy, they are not in a good position in terms of our financial position. Okay? Liquidity, they can settle also all obligations on due time. So again, that can be considered, the company is said to be with liquidity, then that is indicative that it is running well, or it is being managed very well, okay? Because they can manage the cash control and so with the other resources of the company to meet current obligations on due time. Okay? So these are, of course, to be considered our F financial position.